good to be the king.
Hail to the king, baby.
Before I get started, I'd like to kindly ask that you hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.
Come on. Do it. Do it!
First and foremost, I would like to thank and welcome all the new subscribers that have joined the channel within the past few days. Whether you found me on your own or I was recommended to you by another fantastic YouTuber, I want you all to know that I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope to entertain all of you for many, many videos to come. Now, I know some of you are new to the channel, and yes, predominantly I do movie reviews, but this is probably also a good time to tell you that I do weekend haul videos as well, because I'm a collector of many things, but most importantly, I'm a collector of physical media. That's kind of how I got my new nickname after all.
It's good to be the king.
So without further ado, let's get into this weekend's flea market haul. I'll start with some movie related toys, and up first we have a ship from Independence Day. I've always loved the design of the alien ships in Independence Day, so I had to have this when I saw it. It even comes complete with the alien still inside the cockpit. Next I have two figures from the 1990 Dick Tracy movie. First we have Dick Tracy, of course, and we also have his buddy Sam. These are my first pickups from this movie. I've been contemplating collecting this line for some time, and I finally pulled the trigger.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's about time!
I think all the merchandise from this movie was just so fun and unique. I will definitely continue to collect this line in the future as I come across them. For my next few pickups, I want to send a big shout out to Big Dog's Toy Chest, who hooked me up this weekend. First we have two figures from Last Action Hero. I'm a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I don't see figures from this movie very often. We have the villain from the movie, the Ripper, and we also have the Hamlet dream sequence Arnold, which I didn't even know existed in action figure form. This also happens to be one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, by the way.
To be or not to be.
Both of these are very cool, and I'm very thankful to have two figures from one of my favorite Arnold movies. Up next, we have some more Schwarzenegger movie-related toys. I've spoken before about how the 90s was a great time because toy companies weren't afraid to make toys based on R-rated movies. And one of those movies was Terminator 2. I'm actually in the process of picking up the whole Kenner Terminator line, and I picked up three more just this weekend. First we have Techno Punch Terminator, then we have Hot Blast Terminator, and finally we have Three Strike Terminator. Each figure has its own gimmick and unique look, and I absolutely love the Terminator Future Wars line. And now it's time for the main event. VH motherfucking S.
Goddamn right, that's the only way I work, Cap.
First up, we have 48 Hours, one of my holy grail finds. This is probably one of the most least politically correct movies that have ever been made, and I love it more and more for it. I also close out every single one of my videos with a quote from this movie. So yeah, this was a must pick up for me.
Y'all be cool. Right on.
Up next, we have Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. I'm a complete noob when it comes to Star Trek, but I just couldn't pass this up. That cover alone makes it 100% worth the purchase. Up next, we have the 1979 version of Dracula, starring Frank Langella. I've never seen this movie before either, but once again, this cover was just too cool to pass up. I also picked up the horror classic, The Exorcist. I did a first-time watch review of this movie early last year, so you can go check that out if you'd like. So I don't have real deep-rooted connections with this movie because I've just seen it for the first time recently, but I do recognize and appreciate its legendary status. Up next we have Carrie, one of the better Stephen King adaptations, most likely because it was directed by the legendary Brian De Palma. I have vivid memories of the prom night scene in this movie that actually scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I often make a bigger deal about sealed VHS because they are sometimes hard to come by, but I actually picked up 4 of them this week. First we have the Steve McQueen classic, Bullet. This movie's pretty legendary for having one of the greatest car chases in cinematic history, and we also have The Great Escape starring Steve McQueen as well. Again, a movie I've only seen once, but I appreciate it for its legendary status. Plus my appreciation grew when it had a pretty distinctive reference in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Here I come.
I also got the original Planet of the Apes sealed. This movie was so ahead of its time, and I get something new from it every single time that I watch it. I picked up another sealed VHS that I consider to be the greatest action movie that's ever been created, and also probably the most high-T movie that Hollywood has ever created as well. Of course, I'm talking about Predator. This movie is the perfect example of how you can take a relatively simplistic idea and create an action masterpiece out of it. I shouldn't have to recommend this movie, but I do highly recommend this movie if for some godforsaken reason you didn't see it.
You son of a bitch.
And last but certainly not least, I got the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS. It's 3 individual VHS, each with their own distinctive hand-drawn cover art. I actually already had the first Star Wars in this version, but as an OG Star Wars fan, I needed the entire trilogy for display in my collection. They even have the original titles before they added the episode numbers. And when the original movie was still just called Star Wars. This is quite simply holy grail material right here. Quick update, I did post on Instagram how I got a massive VHS haul complete with 6 full boxes of VHS that I need to go through. I still plan on sharing that with all of you, but that video is going to take a little bit more time to put together because of its sheer size, so I promise to get that out to you as soon as possible. But for now, let me know what your favorite pickup was in this haul in the comments down below. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and I'll see you next time right here on Real Shift. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Y'all be cool. Nah.